Welcome to Sema 2019. I am Jeremy Johnson from the one and only WeldTec Designs, and today we are bringing you something super cool, which is the Overland experience. This is the first time this has ever been here at Sema, and it's really neat to see that how the overlanding is growing and gaining traction in a market that was really non-existent even last year here at Sema. So what we're gonna do is take you through some of the coolest vehicles that we found here in the Overland experience. So let's go cruise around, let's do this. So what is really cool about the Overland experience is it's giving us something as a whole different perspective, and what that perspective is cars. And right behind me what we have here is a Subaru, and this thing is awesome. 4 doors, all-wheel drive. Now this isn't going to get you into the most remote places like maybe a Jeep or truck would, but it's also going to get you to a lot of places that you're just going to have really fun time getting there. What I've also seen here, and it's not here in this Overland experience, is the Hyundai Palisades. That thing is killer. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we'll post it up and some other stuff, but it's cool. It might be next year's build, who knows, like something totally different. So really cool, but now we're gonna jump into something bigger, and same thing, not maybe necessarily the truck, but I wanna jump over and check out this awesome trailer over here, which you could put behind any vehicle and have a really fun time, and it's gonna be able to sleep at least 4 people. Let's go check it out.
Jeremy, you're supposed to review it.
You know, I came in here to check this out because I didn't think that it was gonna have enough room, and I am overwhelmingly surprised. I am not even anywhere near the end of this. I guarantee you if I was here, I'm gonna put my feet all the way down at the end of this just to show you how much room there is in this. And this is really cool because a lot of times you would think that a trailer of this size would not have so much area for sleeping. Now what would be great about this also, if I wanted to put the kids down in here, I have entertainment for them, you know? So some of the things that maybe you don't necessarily think you need, but this I would say is more designed for the family than gonna be for the 2 people, because it's also gonna have additional sleeping quarters up on top. I guess I gotta get up, let's go check that out. So as we jump out here to the outside, we're gonna see an additional sleeping quarters up there. And it looks like that one's going to be even bigger. So depending on what your needs are, ton of information, there's a ton of room for sleeping up there, which is really cool. And then this is made by Off-Road Trailers, and we will be sure to throw a link down in this video so that if you wanted some more information about this, you can be sure to go and check that out. As we run through this thing really quick, we'll see that we have hot water here, hot and cold water. We're gonna have our propane in order to heat the hot water. And what's really cool is we pretty much have an outdoor shower or changing area right here as well. Glance at this, and I'm not sure, we can talk to them more about it. It doesn't look like it's going to have a ton of storage, but what's great about being able to tow a trailer is now you're going to have your whole rig to be able to keep all of your stuff in the rig part of it and not necessarily be worried about just keeping it in the trailer itself. Alright, so another thing that's really cool about this and unique to these trailers is this fold-up kitchen. So this is going to have your sink and your stove here, and what this is going to do is collapse. Obviously you can't collapse it with your teapot in there, otherwise it's just not going to work. And this is going to fold up into this cabinet really nice and get completely out of the way. And then what's every kitchen? No kitchen is complete without a Dometic. Right there, a Dometic cooler. You gotta have it. We all need it, we love it, super rad. Can't wait to put one of these in the new Chevy Express van. So that'll be a whole nother story. But so giving you a totally different perspective when it comes to overlanding. This is something that we don't normally share on our channel, but thought that it was super cool and wanted to give you guys a whole different perspective than the van. So let's see what else we can find. And the search continues for all the super cool Overland vehicles here at the Overland Experience at Sema. And what did we find but a ginormous Mercedes Sprinter van? This thing is huge. And this vehicle is totally equipped with all kinds of awesome Thule gear. And this is the Thule van. So like, it's rad. And what I love about this van is it's sitting on a set of 35, 12, 17 Toyo tires. You know that we love these RT tires. We're running them on our van, but let's jump inside this thing and really check out all the cool stuff that's inside. So as we jump around back, the first thing you notice is the crazy amount of storage that is in this. We're running a full-size 35-inch spare. I got tons of room for suitcases or being able to run 2 bikes. I have my Max Tracks on the side. I mean, there is just a ton of room for gear. I mean, I could put race cars in the back of this thing and still be sleeping up on top. A ton of room. You're gonna also see that when you jump up on top, there's another rooftop tent. Tons of room for sleeping. So as we keep working our way around this thing, because really I just want to get inside and check it out, but I will notice the awesome ladder in order to get up to that rooftop tent. We're just going to call that like the Penthouse Suite, because that's what that completely is. So high up right there, Penthouse Suite. So we get inside the van and still a ton of storage room up in here. And as Austin gonna peek around and get a shot of this, you'll see that you have storage above the driver and passenger seat, as well as you're gonna see that both of the driver and passenger seat are on swivel bases to completely turn around so that you and the 4 people that are in this can just kind of hang out and chill in here at the same time. Now, storage, more lighting up on the top. And then as we jump back into here, we're gonna see that we have a countertop and a kitchen and then a full-size bed. I mean, this is awesome, and still more room for storage. I have to say that on all the vans that we've seen, I can see why so many people love the Mercedes Sprinter van. I have a ton of room to stand up in here. If I was, you know, pushing 6'6", I'd be able to stand up in the top, stand up in here with no issues whatsoever. And then I still have a ton of room for gear all around the whole thing. I have lighting in the roof and then additional points for gear bags if I want to be able to hang them up on the top, which I really like. I mean, I got nothing bad to say about this. This is just awesome. Now, I guess the only thing that we would love to know is maybe what something like this might cost. Me roughly guessing, after seeing some of the killer vans done by Outside Van, I'm gonna say we're having to push that 150, 175 envelope, and I could be even really far off. We'll see if we can find out, and if I do, I will be sure to post it down below in the description what a rig like this go for. And if you have a rig like this, please comment below, let me know what does a build out like this cost. I would love to know, and I'm sure a ton of other people would like to know if they're looking to build out a van themselves. So that's it for the Thule van. Super awesome, love it. Let's go see what else we can find. All right, so as I was jumping out of this thing, because I didn't even realize Austin was sitting on it, using it as a seat, this is also equipped with Goal Zero. You guys know that we love the Goal Zero stuff. We've talked about it at Overland Expo and got a complete description and run through of all the parts that's available. So that's going to be the Yeti. That's the battery power itself. And then up on top of this awesome Sprinter van is going to be the solar panels right next to the penthouse and all the other crazy stuff up on top. So that's it. We're done with this one. Let's go check out something else. All right, so we found another awesome Mercedes Sprinter van here at the Overland Experience. And this one's gonna be a little bit smaller van, but still have a lot of the amenities that we saw in the last one. Now, something different in this one that I really like is it's gonna have the retractable bed on here so that this whole bed goes all the way up. Now, what's nice about that is it's gonna give you a ton of room for storage in the back of it if you don't necessarily need the bed. It's not in a fixed position, but even with the bed down, it's still giving you a ton of room underneath and lots of storage. You can see that they have a lot of big totes in here. You'll see in this door, which is really nice, is that you're gonna see this water hose, and right here you can see the water connections on the water connection with your hot and cold water on the back of that. So you wanna rinse off, you just got done surfing, like, or riding your mountain bike, whatever it is, hose yourself off, and then jump in your van. And as we go around this, you're gonna notice that we've talked about it before, another set of awesome Aluminess bumpers on the rear of this. Always dig some of the products that come out from Aluminess. And you'll see that this is gonna be a double swing, so we're gonna have our spare tire on one side, and then on this side is going to have the giant box over here. This thing is huge. I think we could fit half the house in the box. I dig it. As we run around to the inside of this, we're gonna see, what's your name? Nikki is hard at work in here, and this is what's great, and this is what a lot of people love about the Sprinters, is you know, you're on the road, but you're still working, you're still doing your job, getting your hustle on, just like she's doing right now. Very cool. I like the fold down table for the outside, that this is gonna fold up and clip up out of the way, which is really nice. I like that. Not having to put it somewhere else or store it, I think that that is something that's really cool. We're gonna have, again, what we're seeing in here is gonna be the seats that are going to flip around so that you can hang out with your rear passengers. As we jump up in here, we're gonna run back down there tomorrow. Am I missing it? Oh. All right. So this is going to be a toilet for really short people because there's shelves in there. Okay, just kidding. You can move the shelves and really go in there and sit. And then it's also gonna double as a shower as well. So no need for toilet paper in this van. What do you think? You know, I dig it.
Big bidet.
Yeah, I mean, this is dual purpose. I mean, we're taking European style vans to the, I mean, this is what Europeans do, you know? Come on, get with it. If you're in a European style van, clean yourself like Europeans. So I like it. Very cool. And as we jump back into the back of this, we're gonna see this awesome bed back here. We're gonna be laying the opposite way that we did in the other one, but still 2 people, no problem whatsoever. We're gonna have the pantry in here in order to do it. We have our fridge down here at the bottom. We're gonna have our cooktop and our sink. So that's pretty much it. I think we've covered everything. Another super awesome Sprinter van, and this one is here with Cooper tires, hence the Cooper tire shirt, you know? So, very cool. Let's go see what else we can find. So one thing that you never get to see on our channel, and that is something that is super awesome, is the Toyota Tacomas. You know that the Toyota, I mean, that's just like proven over and over and over again just to be awesome over the years. And the Tacoma, it's rad. Like, how could you not love it? Other than I'm gonna have to say the starting price of a new Toyota TRD 4x4 is like crazy. But this is super cool, and this is gonna give you that like desert sand look. I like that. And this thing isn't overly done. Of course, it's gonna have a rooftop tent on there. We love seeing that. And it's crazy how many rooftop tents there are this year at Sea Release. I know, they're gonna, here, I'm like, This video is brought to you by Aquafina bottled water. It's like water, not water bottle. It's refreshing, remember? There's like a geyser in my mouth. We see these on a ton of vehicles like the MaxTrax recovery pads. These things are awesome, and on this whole rack here. What's nice about this rack system is that I'm able to walk underneath it if this is my camp setup right here, which is really cool. I'm also, I mean, this rooftop tent looks like it is huge, and we could totally sleep at least 2 people up there, no problem. I dig that. And what else is really cool is it has like the little shade as you get into it. So that opening is somewhat protected. So if you were in the elements, you're not getting everything inside wet as you get into it. And what's great about this is having all this gear. You're having a roto pack. We have the awning on the side. We're also gonna have the jack on the side of it, but it's still leaving our bed completely open for whatever we want to put in there, more storage, gear, and then everything else you want to take on any kind of overland experience. So something a little bit smaller than the last Mercedes van that we saw, but definitely very cool. And I believe this is going to be an ARB awning. I can't see the name, but maybe if you have a Toyota Tacoma and you're new to the channel, please comment below. We'd love to see what you guys are building and what you've built on your Toyota Tacoma. This is awesome. I totally dig this. I did see a 4Runner I want to go check out too. Let's go see it. As we jump over, we find our last vehicle that we wanted to show you here at Overland Experience at Sema, and this is a 4Runner. This thing's super clean, not a ton of stuff going on. It's not overdone where it looks obnoxious. It's gonna have the rock steps on the side of it, which are gonna give you great protection. And this does have the ARB awning on it. It's not out, but gonna be really cool. And as we run around to the back of this, you're gonna see what I like is they're utilizing all the space really well. It does have this awesome box in the back. It looks like it's made by Rockland. With the spare tire carrier, or the spare tire up here in it, I mean, you know, having the spare tire inside kind of sucks. It takes up a lot of room, but you know, oh well, what are you gonna do? And as we're gonna see, we have a Napier rooftop tent. I mean, 1 million vehicles here with rooftop tents this year. Super cool. I have no idea how to go on it, and we're not allowed to climb up. No climbing up the ladder to go check it out, but just really cool. Overall, I mean, I like the, you know, just the white, pearl white. It doesn't really have any pearl in it. All right, just the white. I love this white 4Runner. Super cool, super clean. Running some 33-inch tires on it, on the black Rhino wheels. Those are awesome. We've done those on quite a few van builds. I will tell you one thing that I did dig about this is this front bumper. So the front bumper is super low profile. You almost don't realize that it has a front bumper, and then tucked back in there is you're gonna see that winch and the cable coming out with the synthetic rope on there with the additional lighting inside it. So I like that. It's not obnoxious, it's not ginormous, it's clean and simple. Dig it. So that's all I got, guys, for the Sema experience, or for the Overland experience here at Sema 2019. Please comment below, let us know what you thought. If you had a chance to come here and see some of the things, I would love to hear what your favorite vehicle was as well. Let me know what you got. That's all I got. I will see you guys later.